Georgia heads out to the Plains, heads to Jordan-Hare to take on Auburn. The Dogs laying just 3.5 here on the road. Interesting coming off the bye. Auburn, my question, John, with Auburn here, if they're going to pull this off, are they capable of picking on this Georgia secondary? Can Jackson Arnold have a big day with his arm? Because, well, I think he's going to have time to throw, as we've
Yeah.
seen so far this season with how it's looked with opposing quarterbacks against Georgia, whether it's Aguilar at Tennessee, Simpson at Alabama. Those guys both had pretty big days against the Dogs here. Can Jackson Arnold do that too? And he's got an absolute freak out there in Cam Coleman. Like, the pieces are there for Auburn to hang around in this one. But how do you feel? Kirby off a bye, usually a pretty safe bet.
Right. Arnold, my problem with him is he's terrible at throwing for a quarterback. That's a bit of an issue. However, what's working in his favor is the fact that A, he's going to have a ton of time, and B, what has been the sort of like proverbial Achilles heel for Kirby Smart defense is it's a mobile quarterback. And I think that, we're going to see Arnold just have time to extend plays back there. And, Coleman can definitely if he's open or if Singleton's open, like Arnold can definitely make that throw. And I just see a bunch of instances where Arnold just sort of gives up on a play and just goes ahead and just picks up the first down, and they get that fresh set of downs, and they're back to it. So playing like these extended drives that gas the Georgia defense that already isn't that good and is already like pretty bad at getting off the field in their own right. I think that's how things go sideways for Georgia. I'm confident in the Georgia offense being able to do stuff here, but I think Auburn at night in and of itself is a crazy place to play. That can't be your only rationale behind picking the upset, and it's not that huge of an upset according to the spread and everything. But I did say before the season, I thought that this Auburn team, as constructed, had a very good chance of upsetting one of Georgia or Alabama this year. I think that Georgia's the more likely upset candidate between them and Bama at this stage with how they've both played.
Sure.
I think that Stockton's not going to be rattled in this spot. I think him going into Neyland was like a really good sign that he's got it going on between the ears. They've kind of found their ground game with Chauncey Bowens and company. They need to get some more guys involved in that passing game beyond Zach Branch, but they did a good job of that last week with the tight ends. Like Oscar Delp getting unleashed a little bit was interesting. So I think Georgia's going to be able to score here, but if it's a keep away type of scenario where the defense just continues to allow these long drives, Auburn's absolutely lively in this game. I'm taking Georgia to cover, but I am examining all the ways in which this could go horrible for me on Saturday.